I don't have my glasses on. This is gonna be a whole adventure. What's going on, y'all? My name is Megan. Welcome to This Past Romance. This is my YouTube channel. I talk to you guys about romance books. You know the drill. If you're new here, what's up? If you're not, thanks for coming back for this train wreck. That is me talking about romance books. It feels weird not to have my glasses on. Before I get started on today's video, which is the Kindle Unlimited tag, I just want to show off my shirt because my best friend released merch, and this is not the shirt I was going to wear today. And I had a joke prepared, but I couldn't find the shirt I was going to wear today for this video. So this is I Like My Lovers Fictional. This is Tamika's merch, Tamika at Library of Tomes. If I can, I'll link it down below. I'll ask her about it, but yeah, this is Tamika's merch. So if you guys are curious, Megan, where'd you get your shirt? I got it from Tamika. I purchased it with my own money. I love her and would do anything to support her, and so I did. I bought 2 t-shirts. I bought this one, and there's another one she has. It's a solid black tee. I have a picture of it, but I look really horrible in it. It was just me showing her that I got it. And it says, I like my books dark and spicy. And has like a skeleton on it. It's really cool. This is what I was going to wear, but I don't know where it is. I had it on yesterday, and I think it got thrown in my laundry pile. That's a whole ordeal. Anyway, what's going on? We're going to celebrate the fact that I semi-fixed my hair today and that I have makeup on. I've not worn makeup since Sunday. I am filming this on Thursday, May 20th. I can't preach mental health to you guys and taking care of yourself and then not tell you that I've not been taking care of myself. So, this is your sign. If you're having a rough time, it happens to everybody, and do what you need to do to get out of your funk. Maybe that's not wearing makeup for 4 days. Maybe that's staying in the bed until 7:30 when you need to be up at 6:45 for work, like me. But you know what? It's in the past. We're feeling better. We're doing better. We're moving our body. Everything's good. I'm no longer on crutches. My ankle should probably be right, but it's not. We're doing great. Things are going well. So we're going to do the Kindle Unlimited tag. So I'm going to take a drink of pop and we're going to get started. Okay, I don't know who actually originated this tag. So because of that, I can't tell you who started it. And it's been a while since I've done a tag video. I'm pretty sure the last tag video I did on my channel was the like your top 5 songs as books, or 4 of my 5 songs were John Mayer songs. It's shaping up that way again this year. If anyone's curious what my Apple Music 2021 replay is looking like, my #1 song is not John Mayer this year so far, but my #2 song is, and I'm pretty sure my #3 and 4 also, but that could have changed. I don't know. I haven't looked in a couple weeks. Anyway, I don't know who started this tag. It's been a while since I've done a tag video, so bear with me. I feel like it's going to be really similar, and that a lot of my answers are going to be the same, but we're going to find out. So, question #1 is, why do you love Kindle Unlimited? So I really enjoy Kindle Unlimited because it's really easy to use. The only thing I don't like about KU, and I understand why it is the way that it is, I don't really have this issue with my library with Libby, but I have it with Hoopla. It's such a small amount of stuff that I can get. I can only get 10 books from KU, and I wish that I could check out more, but I can't, and that's a small thing, but it's something I wish I could do. I wish we could get like 15 books or 20 books at a time, but we can't, and I get it. But I love it because it's easy to use. It's easy to find a book. It's easy to be like, oh cool, I pay $10 a month. I can read it. I can read as many books as I want in a month, but they let me have 10 at a time. I also really like that it gives me access to books that, you know, we wouldn't get access to normally. So many indie authors and authors that probably would never have been traditionally published. It's easy. For example, like Take a Chance on Me. I know I spoke about it in my Chris Evans video. I talked about it in my April wrap-up. That book probably would have never been traditionally published, and I really like that it gives authors a chance to like grow a fan base and potentially get traditionally published and like have physical copies in bookstores. I think it's excellent. I like that. I like that it's a way, it's a really non-committal way for me to try new genres of books or like romance books. I like that it's a way for me to be like, okay, I really liked this book, and I didn't think I would. So like maybe more of a dark and spicy book, because you guys know me, I don't really read a lot of dark and spicy books. I don't read a lot of dark and spicy books. We'll leave that there. But if I find one and I like it, I can find more similar on KU, and I appreciate that about KU. Question number 2 is, what authors have you discovered because of KU? 2 of my favorites are actually Lauren Blakely, and I'm pretty sure she's still on KU. She was on KU when Audible Escape was around, and I miss Audible Escape. I miss Audible Escape. Amazon, if you're listening to me, I miss Audible Escape. I do not have an Audible package now because you took away Audible Escape. I'm very passionate about this. But one of those was Lauren Blakely. A ton of her books were over on Audible Escape, and I loved it. I had Audible Escape before I ever had a booktube channel. I loved my Audible Escape. I listened to so many books. I would get through so much reading, and they took it away. And I will never forgive them. Another author that I kind of discovered because of KU, but I also discovered because of Tamika, so this one's a little bit cheating, is Megan Quinn. A big chunk of her backlog is on KU. So yeah, that actually ties into this next question, which is, what's your favorite KU series? One of the few KU series, actual series that I've read a majority of, is the Brentwood Baseball series by Megan Quinn. I think I've read at least 3, if not 4 of the books. And if you've not read them or heard Tamika talk about them, her favorite book of 2020 was The Change Up. I believe that's what it was. No, it was The Dugout. The Dugout. She's gonna kill me. It was The Dugout by Megan Quinn, and it was like a brother's best friend baseball romance, and that's when she started reading sweeter sport romances, and she harassed me until I read it. And I did read it last year, and it was really cute. However, my favorite book in that series is The Change Up. If you've read it, you know. If you haven't, go read it. Go read The Change Up. What author have you marathoned because they were on KU? Megan Quinn and Lauren Blakely. Lauren Blakely more so on Audible Escape. And I know that now with your KU subscription, you can get like the Kindle version, like the Audible version of books for like $4 or something. But that's still $4 I don't want to spend. I was giving them $20 a month for a KU subscription and an Audible Escape subscription. And they're like, you can pay $20 and we'll give you Audible and Audible Plus. No. Audible Plus is not the same thing. It is not the same thing. What is the last KU book I read? This may not be true, is question 5. This may not be true, but I'm pretty sure it is. Saved by the Movie Star by Michelle Pennington. I've read a book on my Kindle recently, but it was a loan from Tamika. And Tamika, if you're watching this, if you don't read It Ain't Me, Babe, we're going to fight. I'm putting it on the internet. I'm putting it on the internet. If you don't read that book soon, we're going to fight, because I'm going to forget everything I wanted to talk to you about. I brought it from Tamika. She sent it to my Kindle. She bought it and she let me borrow it. If you guys want to read It Ain't Me, Babe, there's a lot of trigger warnings, and I think that needs its whole own video. But It Ain't Me, Babe by Tilly Cole. Holy crap. That book was really good. That was a total freaking tangent that I didn't need to go on. The last KU book that I can tell you safely, just to cover my own bases here, that is on KU is Saved by the Movie Star by Michelle Pennington. I talked about this in my April wrap-up. I talked about this in my Chris Evans video. Wasn't great. That's kind of the risk you take with KU though. You know, you risk it being like either like the greatest book you've ever read, or like, who published this? And I feel bad saying that, but that's the risk you take. Question 6 is, what's the most romantic book you've read on KU? Now I went back through my Kindle, like manage my Kindle on Amazon, and for whatever reason it's only going to February. So I don't know. I put The Change Up by Megan Quinn. However, that might be a lie. I don't know. Like, I read romance books, but I don't read romantic books. Does that make sense? Like, I don't know. I said The Change Up by Megan Quinn. Could also very well be The Dugout. Probably should be The Dugout over The Change Up, but yeah, no, I just changed that. The Dugout is probably the most romantic book I've read on KU. The Change Up, there's a trigger warning for alcohol abuse and a little bit of domestic violence. I really liked that book until I think like the last 30% is when the alcoholism and the domestic stuff starts. Whatever, that's a total tangent. You guys didn't need, but that's what you get. It's what you sign up for on this channel. So that's it. KU tag is very short, and it asked me to tag people. I'm not going to do that. This tag's been around for a long time, and everyone I would tag has probably already done it. I'm not going to lie. So instead, I'm going to ask you guys, what books have you been reading on KU lately? Let me know down below. I'm so curious. I want to know what everyone's reading. I currently have 3 books going right now. Like, who am I? I'm about halfway through a biography I wanted to read. I started a book that's actually holding my camera up right now, and then I'm about halfway through an audiobook that I've been listening to at work. That if I hadn't Googled, because I was having a conversation with my aunt about my favorite TV couple, I hadn't Googled romance books similar to my favorite TV couple, I wouldn't be having this problem. But this book, I don't understand why they think that this book is similar to my favorite TV couple. You'll hear all about it next week. Week after next. In my June. I forgot the months. You're gonna hear all about it in my June wrap up. So, like I said, leave me what books you guys have been loving in the comments down below on KU. Let me know if you think there's a KU series that I would enjoy. Leave it down below. I'm always looking for new things to read. And yeah, that's it. I'm gonna steal this from Tamika and Izzy, and if you're still here, leave me a purple heart. Leave the purple heart down below. We're not going to use my top 5 emojis. Leave the purple heart down below. And until next time, y'all, be good to yourself. Sorry, Theo. Be good to yourselves. Take care of yourself. Your mental health is important. And yeah, I'll see y'all on my next one. Bye.